Hi guys, welcome to season 2 of SitDown. We are here with Fabio. What's good?
Same, bro.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Brazy. Fabio is a fashion designer, a business owner, and a footballer who's been through a lot. Fabio, what are your four matches?
Respect, family, consistency,
Mm,
and never give up.
sick. Let's start off with family. So, everyone talks about family and how important family are to them. How has your family made you who you are today?
I can start from. I look up to my dad in terms of my business. He started from the gut, like nothing, completely nothing. Um, he started from a little town back home. He moved to England when he was in his teens, early in his teens. I'll say like 18, 19, and then literally worked from doing toilets, cleaning toilets, doing waitering, cleaning in the kitchen, to then having its own business, pushing it for 10 years, and now, glory to God, he's got his own place. So my dad's my big inspiration, you know what I mean? And I've got an older brother. I'd say I followed his path, but we did separate things at a certain age. So he played football as well, but he stopped playing football when he was like 17. I carried on going. He just found different things, you know what I mean? Like he went uni. I didn't go uni. That's not something I enjoy. I didn't enjoy like college or school.
Mm.
So yeah, like I look up to my family in different things and just pick up different stuff and have it my own way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And without my family, wouldn't be here where I am now.
Mm.
Yeah, man.
And
Like,
looking at your family and taking the bits and pieces that you took, is that where you got your inspiration to grow, as in like to push beyond, as in they set their level,
yeah,
right?
I guess so.
And then
Yeah, like they've been working from when they were like 13, 14. With like our generation is quite different. It's like they say we're lazy because we start working when we're a bit older, doing things when we're a bit older. But it's like, yeah, like I kind of get their mindset on like never, like don't stop. Like once you have something and it feels like it's right for you, just keep pushing it, stay consistent. Something's gonna work out. Do you know what I mean? Anything you do, God's watching. Any move you do, you're gonna stay consistent on something. God's gonna see your hard work, and you're gonna push through with it. And I see that from my dad, like from when he had nothing. Like when it was me, my mum, my brother sleeping on one mattress. My dad was in Brazil working, just sending money over, and while we were staying at my dad's sister's house at our auntie. And then yeah, we almost went like homeless because how would I say it? Like she was being a bitch, innit? You know what I mean? So yeah, like my dad, like is someone like if you see him now, like he cracks banter. He's funny. He's a funny guy, innit? But no one knows who he actually is and what he actually did for the family. Do you know what I mean? People would love to judge and say, "Oh, you got this, you got that." But no one ever sees what you went through. Do you know what I mean? So in terms of that, I do look up to my family a lot on how strong they've become and stick together. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And would you say that you're like the embodiment of your father in terms of everything that you're doing, in terms of owning a business, pushing football, grinding? Like, would you say that you're the next up, as in the next generation, as in your dad is here and you're here in terms of that aspect?
Completely, we do completely different things, innit? He
Right.
didn't really do sports when he was younger.
Mm.
But if you used to put it into that, yeah, like in terms of hard work, then I'd say yeah.
Yeah.
But and again, like of course, like no one's rich in their 20s,
Yeah.
but it's a consistency thing. Like it's a thing where if you're gonna stay on top of it, it's gonna come up. Like a lot of people our age, like they look at you and say, "Oh, he hasn't blown. Do you know what I mean? Everyone expects someone to blow up, or if they haven't blown up, they give up at like 25, 28. Apparently, you only peak at like what 32.
So that brings us on to your second match, which is consistency, right? And you've mentioned how you've become consistent, or how you've taken the consistency aspect from your father. How would you describe how consistent you are now? What is your hustle, your day to day?
Well, I take it day by day because my legs can't handle as much as before. I'd say I look after my body more now. When I'm resting, I'm working on my brand. When I wake up and I have that energy, whatever. When I have training, I'll go training. But when I have that spare time, I'm always working on something to perfect something.
And how could you put it in words to somebody who struggles with consistency? How could you how could you say to them how to be consistent? Like what would be the regimen? What would be the blueprint, so to speak?
Even when you get knocked down, just keep going. You'll find light. Like even in terms of my injuries as well, like I've torn my ACL 3 times.
Yeah.
A lot of people stop when it's like one, or they'll get the injury and not even get the operation because they're saying it's long.
Yeah.
If you get it done, by the time you said it's long, like you're back. Do you know what I mean? Like time waits for no man. You're gonna use your time. Everyone has 24 hours. You know what I mean? So I has 24 London. Use your time, and it's like, how would I explain it to someone is, again, just stay on it. Keep believing. Have faith. A lot of people have no faith nowadays, you know what I mean? A lot of people find it hard to believe there's something there for them.
Yeah. So
just stay consistent. Like it's hard, it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
But if you're doing something, for example, if you're training to be a swimmer and you don't really swim, but you just want to be faster at swimming or something, you're gonna practice that every I'd say 4 times a week. You're gonna see progress, right?
Yeah.
And that's with anything. You're gonna see progress with consistency.
Yeah. And I wanted to touch upon that, like 3 times on the ACL. What, right twice, left once?
Yeah, right twice, left once.
I think that's nuts because, bro, like there's people out there that, like you said, that have it done. They do their ACL once and that's it, kalas. Like, where did that mindset come from? The whole, bro, like one time, cool, like you got through it. Twice and 3 times, I think that's nuts. Like for you to even be like, nah, he just come from kicking ball now. Like, bro, it's crazy to me. Like that somebody can have that much drive. Would you?
I feel like, I don't know. Like without football, I'll be depressed. Without playing football, I'm in a dark place. You know what I mean? Like 2 years ago when I was recovering from one of them, or I think I was waiting for the operation, or I was recovering from one of them. Every time I got injured, I fell into a dark place because I wasn't playing. Not the fact that I was injured, I was literally because I couldn't physically play. So even if I don't become a professional footballer or go as high as I can, like I'll always reach to where there is a limit for me. Wherever I'm happy playing, I'll play. Even when my career is done, I'm still gonna play because it's something that takes all the bad energy out of me. It makes me happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Playing with a ball at my feet, it makes me happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. And somehow you figured out the balance, right? The balance of working hard, playing hard, enjoying life, so to speak. Have you got to that point? Are you enjoying it while you're doing it?
I guess so.
And so that balance is like, I've always found that there's words in this world that like are consistent to everyone, right? And balance is one of them. And I'm struggling personally, and I know lots of other people are as well. Like, how do you figure it out? How do you figure out that balance in line with consistency? Like, how do you stay on track?
Like the things I do in terms of designing clothes and football is something I enjoy. And with me, the more I learn, the more I enjoy what I do. So that's kind of how I kind of work it out. Sometimes you do stress out, like, it's not working, but then you just gotta be like, all right, cool, I'm gonna learn. I've got so far, I'm gonna keep going. Yeah, you just, like, I'm in love with the progress, man. I'm in love with it still. I'm in love.
Crazy. And so we move on to your third mantra, respect. What is respect to you?
Don't respect me, I don't respect you. Respect's a big thing, man. You never know who you're talking to or bumping into. So everything, man. Like, it's morals. Like why are you not gonna, like, even a lot of people judge. There's a lot of people that judge, like homeless people. Like, get out of my face. Like, everyone's human, man. Like, that goes down to, like, racism as well, man. That respect is, like, that's out the window, bro. Like, I don't know how you can't respect a man if he hasn't done anything wrong to you. Do you know what I mean? Like, when I was younger, of course, everyone had their, like he was a bit, like, rude and that back in the day. But when you grow, man, like, you can't learn respect, you're not gonna go nowhere in life.
And with regards to respect, you know, was that something that was, do you think that was always innate within you?
Yeah. My family, my family have always taught me respect who you're talking to.
Yeah.
Respect your elders is what you're always taught when you're younger, right? Yeah.
But yeah, no, sick. This age that we're in now, we talk about the youth, and, you know, we see them moving nuts. We see people dying on the street. Do you, obviously it's got nothing to do with you, but do you feel like they're lacking that respect for not only human life, but, like, is there a way to gain it, if that makes sense? Is there a way to
fix it?
Yeah.
To be honest, a lot of, like, how would I say it? Like, back in the days, like, you remember Chelsea Kicks, right? That helped a lot of people, man. Like, youth clubs, youth trips, like, when people used to go Fort Park with their youth clubs and stuff. That stuff worked out, man. Yeah. Like, it did work out. The minute they stopped, like, doing Chelsea Kicks and stuff, a lot of people stopped playing football. When they took away green pitch from by Grenfell, a lot of people went to the road. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, it's a lack in youth now. Like, a lot of people, like, they just forget about it now. Like, I think they just kind of just forget the youth right now. They don't pay attention to them, and it just leaves them reckless.
Right. And, you know, like, do you find that with you doing your work regarding,
I want to help them.
Right.
I want to help them, bro. Honestly, like, anyone that wants to get into I'm not where I want to be. Do you know what I mean? But I want people to learn when I'm learning, so everyone's learning together. Everyone's elevating. Yeah. Like,
I mean, that's the whole point of this, right?
Yeah.
It's like you find somebody who is on their way, doing what they're doing, learning, and you're teaching while you're here, bro. Like, lessons are there. Like, and, you know, I feel like the youth themselves, they will never go out of their way to get it. Thus, it's up to us and those above us to give them the avenues to, I guess, respect being the main one, because once you respect yourself, I feel you start to learn the value of life, and you start to respect others. And I want to touch on your fourth mantra, which is never give up. That's thrown around a lot. Never give up, never give up. What's your drive, man? What's your drive? Like, you've said it's football, like you love sport, but what's your drive to fashion?
How I got into it, I was when I finished school. So my brother was always wearing, like, from young, wearing skinny jeans, Jordans. He was designing his own stuff, but he never ever sold it, which no one really knew. But him and his friend Silas. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I looked up to my brother and the things he does, but I kind of carried on doing it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I got inspired from my brother, really and truly, and the streets, the culture, and just kind of improvise in my own way. And well, you know what? I'm buying clothes from this place. I rather wear my own stuff and express my emotions in clothes and how I feel. Do you know what I mean?
So, positivity through fashion.
Yeah.
That's sick, man. And your clothing line, which you're on, do you follow them by seasons?
I never used to.
Right.
So right now I'm working on a collection called Rebirth.
Yeah.
The Rebirth collection is based on everything I've learnt, and it's gonna be a minimal collection, so it's nothing massive, but it's something I've learnt and I'm putting out there. So it's the rebirth of the brand, rebrand, rebirth kind of thing. Everything I've learnt, I'm pushing it into this collection. So I'm pushing my stuff more luxury streetwear. So I'm sourcing my own materials, getting my own patterns, getting it cut and sewed in front of me, then shifting it to get it printed or embroidered. That's the path I want to get onto. I look up to, I don't know if you know Jerry Lorenzo.
I don't know.
Fear of God.
Nah, I don't know who Jerry Lorenzo is.
The brand Fear of God.
Heard of it.
He's just dropped something called Essentials. Everyone's wearing like some, he just says Essentials.
Right.
But yeah, like I look up to his, like, because he's got like his own factory, like where he's got his own material. Right. He's got people there working in front of him. He's got them cutting, sewing, materials there, printing, whatever. Like he's got everything there, and that's something I want to get onto. Like something I always want to get onto, and that's what I'm saying. I learned on the way.
Yeah.
Like I said, I literally just put on my Instagram. Like I was just searching YouTube on how fashion is actually like produced, instead of like going, I'm gonna go to a manufacturer, send them this design, and hopefully it comes out well, like
right,
and this sample. But really and truly, the art in it is literally picking your material, feeling it, knowing your materials, and expressing how your fit is going to be. So like comfortable, you want to feel comfortable, and that's how I want everyone to feel comfortable with my stuff.
And how does one say, right, I'm gonna do that? Who do you contact? What's that process? Without giving away,
and how I like
yeah
pursued that kind of thing.
Exactly, without giving away your secrets. So
I thought there was one time I was like I can't get the right fit, like, and I want fit, I want richer material, like I want luxury material. And I was like, you know what, like that's when I started searching material, like more of like luxury materials and the blend and what they use and the weight, the ounces and stuff. And then I must have just put on my Instagram story, like, who knows a pattern cutter? I'm sure you know what a pattern cutter is.
Right.
Get your own measurements and stuff and have that in your own clothes, right? And then a close family friend messaged me and said, yeah, got something for you. I literally learnt on the way. Like I met up with her, she took my measurements and stuff on how I want my hoodie to be, how I want my like tracksuit bottoms to drop, t-shirt to drop, like everything how I want it. Then she showed me someone that cuts and sews. So I said, okay, cool. show me where I can get material in London. Couldn't find the material I wanted, but I got samples just to see how the fit was.
Right.
I was speaking to him, whatever, because it's out of my hand. It's in my hands now because I've paid for my patterns. I've got what I need, and I've gone to him, and he's like, "Yeah. So when do you want to start? I want to start soon. Where can I get materials that are?" I mentioned the materials I wanted. He said, "You're gonna have to go out of London." I was like, "All right, cool." I went to Leicester. He's like, "Go to Leicester." I was like, "Cool, I'm gonna go." No clue where I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go there and type in fabric factories, fabric shops, fabric warehouse, and I was knocking on every door. Every door I was knocking on them. No, we don't have it. We don't have it. We don't have this. We don't have that. Before I went, actually, I've had my samples done, whatever.
Yeah.
Before I went, he's like, I was like, "So let's start. Like, when I get this material, we're gonna start." He said, "Yeah, you need to get your gradings." Gradings? What's a grade? Then he said, "You're gonna have to get all your sizes." I'm like, "Oh, I thought you was gonna do that." He's like, No, we don't do the grading." I was like, "All right, cool." So I've got everything medium,
right,
in like a sheet, right, in like the pattern sheets. And I was like, "Cool." He told me where to go. I went there literally the next day, paid for everything, and I've got every size that I need. You pay for each size, and I've got it all on card. I've taken it to him. He's like, "Cool, now I'll get your material." Gone to Leicester the next day, and actually the same day, and then I was searching everyone, going knocking on doors, going into these mad fabric shops. They're like, "Oh, no, we haven't got this." It's like, cool. And I was with my friend Shaquille, and I was like, "Bro, like, this is the last place I'm gonna go to." We went there, ended up finding everything I wanted. I was like, yes, like this is a sign. Like, I was feeling the material. I was like, wow, like this is luxury. Like, this is exactly what I want.
Yeah. That
heavy weight. It's pretty expensive. So I was like, cool, I'm gonna get this, see how it goes. Got what I needed. Then went back and obviously I got some more. So I've taken it to him, got everything cut, and right now, everything's waiting now. Just waiting for it to be cut and sewed. So yeah, I'm trying to release that my birthday on the 24th of August. 24 everything.
24 everything. I hear that, man.
But yeah, that's my route onto and how I got onto it. Like, never giving up as well. Like, always wanting to find a way. There's always a way in what you want to learn.
Yeah.
Like, I learnt myself. Literally, I learnt myself. Like, no one told me what to do. I literally just asked this, asked that. Like, you just gotta go through it, man. If you want something, you go get it, man.
Exactly. Take your initiative and do it. And like you said, never give up. 'Cause if you gave up in Leicester, you wouldn't have.
I would have just gone back to the same old and going abroad, getting this and that, just wasting money on things that I don't need. So I think sourcing your own material and having your own shape is the best thing to do.
Yeah.
But it's also expensive, and this is where you need to. This is why I want to have a pop up and express and let my customers know. Let them have a feel, and literally have like a video process on the TV and let them know this is how it was going.
Yeah.
This is the grind. Like, this is how it goes. And I'm willing to take anyone that wants to learn to go with me to Leicester or go step by step, so they know if they want to get into it.
Yeah.
I'm open to help people.
You heard them, innit? So, bro, as we come to the end of the interview, I always ask two things at the end. One is, what song are you into now? Like, what song helps you? Whether it's in the morning, motivates you. Got a couple clues here.
I do listen to a lot of Nipsey. I do, but right now, something that kind of motivates me and not angers me, but like kind of gets me, I would say, gassed, excited. Yeah. I listen to a lot of French music that my cousin put me through. His name is Mocha Lasquelle.
Mochalas?
Lasquelle. It says Mo the Shark. Hey, when you listen to his music, you'll be you won't even take no pre-workout or nothing, but it's in your head, bruv. But yeah, I listen to him or Juice WRLD.
Or Juice WRLD. Rest in peace, man.
Yeah, man. Big artist.
Brazy artist, man. And the second thing was a book or a podcast that you would listen to. If you do.
I actually don't listen to podcasts.
Nah?
I don't read. I just I actually don't.
Strictly music?
Yeah, strictly music. Or sometimes I like to learn a lot of the Bible and the Quran, so I'd read both here and there.
Those are books. Crazy. And finally, you have to say your message. You need to look into that camera. You tell them your message to the world. Car. From my perspective, I feel like everybody has a message, and whether they do fashion like you or whether they do sport, it's like you put yourself into that whatever you're doing. But to verbalize it is completely different. So I feel like everybody's message needs to be heard. So, do you have a message to the world?
When you fall, get back up and never look back at your past.
Yeah? Crazy, man. Fabio, thank you so much.
Love, bro.
This should be a sit down. We're about to stand up.
Love, bro. It's been a long time coming, bro.
Man.
Long time.
That's it. I'll go grab that, bro.
Wait a minute,